Hello YouTube, in this video I'm gonna discuss how to maximize the power of compound interest. The first time I heard about it was I was in high school, and we got a presentation from a financial advisor. At that time I didn't know that those type of people, they basically are selling you products. They don't invest themselves. Most of them have no clue how to actually be a trader. But this guy, you know, he has a nice suit, and I thought he was successful. So on that meeting, that was the first time I heard about this quote. It says, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." And this was supposedly an Albert Einstein quote. So he said, "Would you rather take $100,000 or one penny that doubles every day for 1 month?" So, for example, at the end of by the end of the first week, the magic penny will have grown to only 64 cents. By the second week, the magic penny will be worth $81. By the 20th day, the magic penny will be worth $5,000. So now it's getting interesting, but still is way less than the $100,000. And the idea behind this is that as time passes, the longer it goes, it is kind of exponential, the power. Let's take a look at the details. Here I am in Excel and doing the calculation for 1 penny, and then just multiply it by 2 in each and every day. So by day 20, we already have $5,000. But if we were gonna wait until we get to 30 days, then we'll get $5 million. So this will be a lot better than, of course, just taking the $100,000. So there are a couple of things that you can do to maximize the power of this compounding. The first thing is that, of course, this is an extreme example, and it's not possible to double your money every single day. If you see anyone that is telling you that you can double, is selling you a course that you can double your money each day or each week.
I've got a proven track record of a unique system I've developed where I can double my money week after week after week.
Or each month, or even each year. Then he's scamming you. If someone were able to do that, they will not be selling a course. They will be already the richest person in the world right now. So how can we maximize this compounding effect? So the tip number one is the one that everyone knows, and it's basically start early. Let's see a couple examples. Let's say this person is 20 years old and he started investing very young. So he has 45 years to retire, and he invested $10,000 at a 6% rate of return. So by the end of those 45 years, he will end up with $137,000. He only put up $10,000, right? So in contrast, let's say that same person started investing when he was 40. So the difference is that now he only accumulated $42,000. So that's a big difference between 137 and 42, more than 3 times the difference, just because he started earlier. The idea is that even though 10,000 might seems like a lot for 20 years old, what I'm doing is just putting in context the example of time. Time is the first one that you see everyone talking about. So here again, this is the same example, starting at 20 years to retire at 65 versus starting at 40 years to retire at 65. And here we can see it side by side and see the difference. So this is the important thing, is that you want to start early. Doesn't matter how early, the earliest you start is going to be better. And how are we going to do it? Well, first things, you have to open a brokerage account. So the brokerage that I recommend will be TD Ameritrade, Tastyworks, and E-Trade. And for people that doesn't have much money, you can use Robinhood. They don't have commissions, but Robinhood, the platform, really sucks, so I don't recommend it that much. I rather use TD Ameritrade or e-trade if you get your feet wet. If you want to be more involved on trading, then Tastyworks will be the best one, because it's the easiest to get approved for options, and the commissions are also the cheapest of. So the tip number 2 will be consistent contributions. So let's say now for example, the same guy doesn't have the $10,000, so he starts with 0, but now he can deposit $500 each month for 45 years. He will end up with $1.3 million. So that's a huge amount of money in terms of he will be able to retire just by contributing $500 each and every month. And here another example. If let's say $500 might look like a lot for a lot of people, so here we are using $200. Even using $200, they will end up with $500,000. Of course, the more that you get to contribute, the better it's going to be for your imbalance. So the difference here is that you have to make this a priority. So the first thing you should do is to find out where I was in terms of my expenses. So I use Excel, and they had a template here. I use personal monthly budget expenses. So once you have this personal monthly budget, you can fill up all these details. Then try to figure out where can you find, different leaks in terms of money, because most of the time you're spending more than you think. And again, one last time, if we compare it here again with the just additional contribution of $200, I'm getting $500,000, additional $500,000. If you compare it with a person, even if he deposit $50,000 and have only 25 years, then the end balance will only be $200,000. So that's a combination of more years and also spending more. So let's say I don't have those 45 years, right? So, but let's say I still have 30 more years, and in that example now I have $800, additional $800 to contribute. Then in 30 years I'll be able to have $779,000. So if we go back again to this example of contributing to an additional $200, and now we have $500,000, and let's say now I don't have the 45 years, I have less years, but now I can contribute more, right? So now let's say I have 25 years, but I can contribute an additional $800. So now the end balance will be $541. So what I'm losing in terms of years, I am getting up in terms of the contribution. That's also without counting the starting amount, right? So that's the tip number 2. Try to maximize how much you contribute each and every year to your investment account, so that they can be reinvested and you continue to make money over interest. And the last tip will be increasing returns. So instead of the 6%, if there's a way that you can make 10%, then it will make a huge difference. So for example, let's go back again, 45 years, starting amount 0, and contributing $500. Now at 10%, now you're making $4.5 million. So that is pretty huge. And one last time, let's say we don't have those 45 years, so we only have 25, but we're able to contribute more and make better returns. Then the end balance at the end of 25 years is still $1 million with the starting amount of 0. So a lot of people may think that you can't beat the market. So if you want better returns, and the key is using options, using derivatives. Remember, 10% is less than 1% a month, so that's very doable. And if you want to learn how to do it, you can subscribe to this channel, where I'll be showing you for free how I do it, and basically different trades that I've been doing in my portfolio, and how you can learn. If you like this video, just hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.